What is up, YouTubers? I hope it's not too dark and you guys can see me. I have my little lamp on here. I don't have my big overhead light on because it makes it hot. And you know my situation, 8 months pregnant, almost 9. I get hot very easily, so I don't need to have on a million and one bright lights. I'm not in the spotlight. This is not Hollywood. I don't need to have on any bright lights anyway. So, just have a few quick things to vlog about. Um, Nothing major, just some things I've been seeing on the news and on TV. Number one thing I want to address is the Chris Brown interview that's going to be on CNN Live tomorrow. Now, Chris and Sierra, no, Sierra, what's her name again? Rihanna. Chris and Rihanna fought, okay, throughout their relationship. It wasn't just Chris Brown beating her tail. He just beat her tail that night. Well, who supposedly she hit him with a shoe because he was texting some other girl. Who knows? But a lot of people have said, and too many people have said for this to be a rumor, that she had a temper, he has a temper, and they fight. So everybody is not lying on them. So they fight each other. They both put their hands on each other, even though they should not. So I can't really be like, he's like eat the damn cake anime, and just beating her up like I did Tina. It's a mutual thing, and they chose to be in a dysfunctional relationship, and all they are is just like the average everyday people that are in dysfunctional abusive relationships that fight each other and carry on and act all crazy with money. That's all that is. That's the only difference. But my issue with that, getting back to that interview, is Chris Brown said he does not remember beating Rihanna's tail. Are you serious? Were you drunk? Should other charges be brought against you at this point? Because you got the abuse charges, but if you were drunk driving, maybe they should bring reckless endangerment charges against you too. How do you not remember beating her down? You beat her down that day. You actually won that fight. I don't know how many other fights she won against you or whatever, but you obviously won that night. So you don't remember that? I'm feeling like maybe other charges should be brought against you at that point, because if you don't remember and you're in your early 20s, you're not senile, you haven't had any head injuries, you should remember that beatdown that you issued that night. Alright, my next problem is, I heard the other week that Michael Jackson supposedly is faking his death, and they have video of him getting up out of the coroner's van. Just stop. Just stop. Michael Jackson is not going to be our own personal Black Elvis. Let it go. I love Michael Jackson. I always will. May he rest in peace. But he is doing exactly that. Resting in peace. He is finally at peace, because so many years he did not get a lick of peace. And y'all want to bring the man back to life and say that he faked his own death? What would he gain from that? Michael Jackson still had more to gain alive through those concerts he had coming up with $1,000 tickets than he did dead. Makes no sense whatsoever. Just stop. Just stop, people. Just stop making stuff up. No offense to anybody, but that was somebody white who made up that rumor. No offense, but y'all brought Elvis back to life, so no doubt it was y'all bringing Michael Jackson back to life. God forgive me for that racist statement. I hope I offended no one, but it is what it is. We don't just go around bringing back people to life. Come on now. The Tupac rumor. Okay, I'll credit our people with the Tupac is not dead Machiavelli thing, because y'all just take things too far sometimes too. But he's dead as well. So is Biggie, and so is Michael Jackson. May all of them, great artists that they were, rest in peace. They're dead, y'all. Let it go. The other thing I'm addressing right quick is the Kennedy family. They had an awesome legacy. I do not, however, feel like they should be following the people around when they go to their home to relax and recuperate after that devastating loss they just had. Even though they knew the man was sick and was going to die. When you lose somebody who's been the patriarch of your family because everybody else died in your family tragically, it's hard. So the people wanted to get away to their home in Massachusetts and relax because they have been bombarded with the fact that their uncle died, their father, their husband died, and the paparazzi is following the damn people around, trying to make it seem like they're not grieving enough. Y'all don't know what them people feeling. Y'all can't assume them people are not grieving. Are you serious? Let it go, paparazzi. Let it go. The people are sad. They want to get away from y'all, and y'all won't let them. I can't believe they follow those people to their home, talking about they seem to be rejuvenated. Just because they weren't boo-hoo crying on the camera doesn't mean they weren't still grieving. It's just unbelievable. They just make light of people's grief, and they just dictate how people should grieve and dictate how people should feel. And that is a huge family, a huge family. It took a Greyhound charter bus to get them to the airport to go bury their uncle. You really think that their legacy is dead? It's not dead. And people are saying, oh, it's about time for this. And I thought this was so cruel. So cruel. It's about time for new blood to come in, not meaning Kennedy blood, like other blood. And that maybe the Kennedy legacy should finally be over. That is just cold. I mean, there's no other word for it but cold as ice. Why would you say that about somebody's family? The man is not even in the ground good. And y'all are already talking about it's time for their legacy to be over. Hateful people. It's only people who are saying that because there were people that were in politics that stood up for the little people, that stood up for the minorities, and stood up for the other people who had no voices. That's the only reason why you're saying it's time for the Kennedy legacy to be over. That's just BS. That is just pure, unadulterated BS. And that is so unnecessary. And it is just so like the paparazzi. And that was on CNN. And CNN, who's supposed to be prestigious news channel, is supposed to be better than these tabloid channels. Y'all acting just like the tabloid channels. I'm like losing so much respect for CNN. How dare you say that? Maybe it's time for the Kennedy legacy to be over. Wow, that's just cold as ice. Oh my God, those are just the three things that were fresh on my mind that I wanted to vlog about. I've been watching the hell out of the Discovery Channel because really my Discovery Health channel is like the most channels I can get because this old raggedy behind TV that I have in this room that I'm in now. And I can't get anything past that. If I see one more baby deliver me, I didn't know I was pregnant story, I think I'm going to scream. At this point, I'm annoyed with the whole childbirth thing. I just want to get mine over with, have my daughter, and that's it. I'm just annoyed with seeing people give birth at this point. I really am. And I really don't want 8 million people between my legs when I'm giving birth. It wasn't 8 million people between my legs when I was making her. So, yeah, I think that I shouldn't have 8 million people in the room. I'm looking at people standing around watching her push. And they're not part of the family. They're part of the doctor staff and they're not doing anything. So why in the hell, excuse me, do you need to watch me push? Get out! I know I'm not going to be the nicest mother when I go in labor. I really, really am not. Because I'm going to be like, does she need to be here? I'm probably going to be like, whoever does not need to be here, that's going to help me push my daughter out, get out. Because what's the point? You observing? You seen 1,000,001 people pop out babies. Why you got to watch me too? Are you serious? I know somebody else has had to have felt like this. I know somebody else has had to have told these people, can you please leave? I just need my mother, the doctor, the nurse that's going to help him, and the anesthesiologist who's going to give me the epidural. They can stay there the whole time. That's what, 4 people? And I don't think I need anybody else after that. I think 2 nurses probably take the baby to the nursery. So probably 5 people. That's it. I don't need all these other unnecessary people. I don't know if it's people from the camera crew, whoever, but it's just too many people on these shows in this room for me. I just don't want that many people viewing down under area for me. Y'all weren't there when I made her. Y'all don't need to be there when I have her. Unless, like I said, you issue me medicine. You helping the doctor help me push her out. You my mama. Or you about to take my baby to the nursery. That's it. That's it. I don't understand that. But anyway, that's it for my little bent, my little rant. It's a random rant, so just whatever. And I'll see y'all later, YouTubers. And I'm out there. Deuces.